A long time ago, in a place not too far from here, there lived a king and queen who were good and kind. The fairies of the land watched over the king and queen as though they were their children. When the king and queen had a baby girl, they invited the fairies to a grand feast where the fairies became godmothers to the princess. The godmothers blessed the princess with beauty, kindness, wisdom, and wit. One fairy was not invited. She was a mean fairy. When she heard of the celebrations, she put a curse on the princess, saying, "At 18 years old, she will prick her finger on a spindle and fall into a sleep for all eternity." But the fairy godmothers heard this and added, "Unless she is kissed by her one true love, at which point she will awake and live out her days unharmed and happy." Good thing for those fairy godmothers, because guess what happened next? Despite all the efforts of the king and queen, the princess came upon a spindle the very day she turned 18. She picked it up and felt the prick of her finger right away. She suddenly fell to the ground in a deep sleep. Seeing this, the fairies rushed around and placed the kingdom and all who lived in it under an enchantment that they should sleep until the princess awoke. They also enchanted the forest around the kingdom, so it would protect the castle from any harm. Many years passed by, until one day, a handsome young prince from the neighboring kingdom was riding through the woods when he came upon the enchanted forest. He ventured into the forest, which let him pass, for he meant no harm. Arriving at the castle, he was shocked to find all the sleeping people and the perfectly preserved kingdom. Searching the castle, he found the room where the princess slept. There he beheld the girl he instantly knew was his one true love, his Sleeping Beauty. And though the princess was sleeping, the prince couldn't help but lean toward her and give her a gentle kiss. And then the princess woke up. There are only a very small number of one true love kisses throughout history. This was one of those kisses. As the princess and the entire kingdom awoke, she was stunned to see the man she knew she would one day marry. Over the next few years, the prince and princess spent almost all their waking moments together getting to know one another and falling in love. Eventually, they married in the happiest ceremony either kingdom had ever known, and they lived happily ever after. The end.